regrets and all that, right?
Is now. The future is now. The future is now.
This is going to be the most interesting day of my life.
Hi guys, this is a very strange video. Can see Ollie, but she can't see me. But no. This is Ollie. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys and gals, how we doing?
And they're not going to respond, hun.
I'm trying, like I'm going to chat to someone. Hi, I'm Oli Ross. Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry if my lighting's also a bit shoddy.
All I care about is that they can see you.
So close to the camera, I feel like...
yeah, a bit crazy.
Loads of my face, you're welcome.
But I tell you guys what it is. So, me and Ollie have known each other actually for a little while, but we haven't really been friends since like the last 6 months probably. And she's like the most vibrant, radiant, happy, crazy girl. So I wanted to do a little collab today where we answer your sex and relationship questions.
Hell
yeah, we're both pretty transparent.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like this could either go one of two ways because, as Elle said, we're pretty open.
Yeah.
But let's just have a bit of a laugh. We both got a drink as well.
Oh yeah. So I've got lipstick all round mine.
I'm not gonna lie, this is delightful.
What are you drinking? Record leg?
I'm drinking a strawberry and lime bag, but I literally haven't had one since like the summer of 2015. So this is great.
It literally reminds me of pub gardens in the UK.
Don't even talk to me about it because I'll cry.
I think this is a really good one, and we actually had a few questions about the same thing. The first one is, I treated my ex like shit without realising it because I was going through a whole bunch of mental health issues. He watched me have these episodes and still stayed by my side, yet I pushed him away. Now I want him back because I realised he was the best thing in my life. Is this too late?
I think it's one of those really, really hard situations where I'm the type of person that sometimes I can act in a way and not realise. A lot of people are like, this person's obviously done, act in a way that when you're in a situation you don't realise it, so then coming away from it has made her or him obviously realise. I think to say is it too late or not would have to depend on the other person because nothing's going to work unless both parties are actually into it, do you know what I mean? If this person is feeling one way, that's great, and they should definitely voice that to their ex, but you can't expect that your ex is going to give those feelings back because if you were, understandably you were in a hard place, but that also would have been hard for that person. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I feel like it's actually weird. This question almost feels like it summarised kind of what I've had to go through in the last year. And that's that, like, my exes before my last ex had kind of mental health problems themselves. So I was in a very toxic relationship before my last boyfriend, and it brought out my anxiety, my mental health problems. And in that relationship, people were kind of allowed to behave in ways that are just not okay. With my last boyfriend, he didn't have any like demons, if you like, and for me it was really hard because I was so happy with him and he's the most incredible person I've ever been with, but I brought kind of that behaviour from my old relationship into the relationship with him. He didn't really get it and he couldn't really comfort me, and I was very unreasonable and probably toxic myself. Like,
it's one of those things, like, old habits die hard. When you've been in one relationship, it's really hard to not translate those specific emotions in the way that you treated that person to your next relationship. Like, I've done that because I've only been in one relationship, and I didn't get with my ex until like second year of university. So I'd done the whole of secondary school and not had like real relationship. I just sort of been seeing people, and then coming out of that, obviously seeing a guy like for a little bit before this, and I realised that in myself I was acting the same way that I was in, like, you can't treat different people the same way.
And that's what I was going to say. I've reflected on my last relationship, the one that was really lovely and I got broken up with. And the longer I reflect, I'm like, at the time I was bitter, and then I'm like, actually, I was actually unreasonable to him. And as much as I want to take him back and treat him differently, if I hadn't have had the last, I think you shouldn't be with him, and I think you need to work on yourself for a while, because I now know, like a year, 2 years later, I don't think I'd bring those behaviours into a relationship anymore. Like, definitely not.
I know that Els feels the same way as me, as in we're both single at the moment, and we found being single really liberating.
Yeah.
But I was single. I didn't find it liberating at all. I found it really hard, and I was questioning a lot. And I think it's so much a self thing.
Yeah.
Being single to the point that we are now single by choice.
Definitely, which is crazy. I never thought I'd say that.
I know, was I? And I was actually talking to my mum about this, just randomly talking to her about the way that I am, because I want to be on my own, I'm happy to be on my own, and because I can't give the time to somebody else. But that sounds the sort of situation that you probably were in, where you didn't realise it at the time. And sometimes being with someone can feel so lovely, but you can't actually, you know, it's the old saying, you can't love someone until you love yourself.
It's so true. And see, that's not saying that if you're insecure about yourself, that you can't be with someone and they won't love you, but you'll kind of gel together. I think you'll just know. But girl, I think you need a bit of a break. Please don't go back to him. And if he is such an incredible person, then, you know, maybe build a friendship once you've kind of moved on from this, and then see what happens in the future. But
absolutely, honesty is the best policy, and just chat it out, because then you're going to get a vibe as well, and I feel like you'll feel that weight lifted off your shoulders anyway.
Yes.
I hope that helps.
Yes. Ollie, I've got a really good one I think you'll be good at.
Oh my god, go on.
My boyfriend and me have lived together for 3 years at uni, and now we have...
I love the voice that you're going...
Sorry.
Yeah.
And now we have moved back in with my parents and family. So they've moved from uni with their parents' family. Really struggling to have sex, as people are always about. And I'm so paranoid. So I'm struggling to get in the mood and make it interesting, which is affecting our closeness. Tips.
Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, sex is not something that you should ever feel ashamed about.
Right.
Not going to be that person, not going to be gross, but your parents have sex, and they know by letting you both in the house that you're having sex.
Yeah.
So they will be the ones to bring it up to you if they feel uncomfortable. My first advice on that is, you do you, boo. Do not feel ashamed or embarrassed.
And that is so true. There's definitely lots of parents that wouldn't let you stay in the same house together if they felt uncomfortable with it. So obviously I know lockdown's a bit different. It goes dark at night. People have to sleep at some point.
It would be what I would say. Just, if you really do feel uncomfortable, just make sure that you are doing it at a time that it's quiet. But I really, really understand, because we've all been there in a situation where we've
walked in.
Having sex and never wanted somebody else to know or hear or anything. Oh my god, I don't even want to go into... I've had it with some friends. I felt like you just... Sometimes you just don't want people to know that what you're doing, which is completely fair, because it can be a mood killer. Turn them lights down low, girlfriend. Get it on, but just make sure it's past 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Maybe if you're struggling to get in the mood, maybe build up the suspense throughout the day. Like, drop little hints throughout the day, and try and incorporate something in the evening that maybe you haven't done before, like blindfold him, something. Sex don't have to be noisy, and actually I think guys find like sex that's quite quiet, have to be quiet. They find that quite hot.
Loads of people, like, I would find it really, really attractive, I'm not being funny, but someone all day was sort of, it's the teasing aspect that I think is so important in sex that a lot of people miss.
Yeah.
And as you get older, I think you can bring more of that in, which is really exciting, especially now. Actually, flip it on its head. As Elle said, do that tease throughout the day, the whole, you know, what am I going to show you later, one of them.
Honestly.
And then, literally, when you get in bed by that point, you're both going to be so dying. I'm not going to, both going to be gagging. So
girls and guys equally love that. Really important in kind of keeping like a bit of a spark.
It's like flirting when you're with someone new, isn't it? Everyone loves a bit of a flirt, everyone loves a bit of a tease. So just try and incorporate that again in, and I guarantee will be ace.
I went on my Ask a Femme before it got deleted and I had to start a new one. Basically, I can't remember the whole thing, but the girl said she had a one-night stand in December and she's kind of holding this guilt about it, and it's kind of like eating her alive, in the sense that it's making her feel really rubbish. I don't know what you're taking of it. I know that I've like definitely felt like that before.
You take the, because I have a lot to say on it.
Okay.
So you say you're better than I say all of my bit.
I have definitely felt like this. It's often when coming out of a happy relationship, or at the end of the day, sex is not always amazing. If it's someone you don't know, you get to the point and you like, they're actually quite shit at it, but you kind of go on with it anyway. You don't have to, but you kind of feel like you have to anyway. And then you wake up the next day and realise they're a douche, or you're too drunk, or like you're trying to make someone jealous. My opinion, when I feel so rubbish about this, I just remember I am in control. Just own it, like in the sense that like, sometimes I just maybe don't sleep with anyone for a while and just kind of hold off. Own your situation, and at the time it is what you wanted, it happened, and you know, I think once you get to our age, in your 20s, the taboo should be gone completely by that point, because you know, we want to find a husband and kids one day, but like, we can't just, I'm personally not about the whole no sex before marriage, so I want to try it before I like buy it, do you know what I mean? What about you, Ollie?
I'm literally in the exact same boat as you. Are you 22 as well?
I am 22.
We're both 22. I feel like we've both got to the same stage where, so one night stands are a thing for me that, as I said recently, I had a lot more light on, and I've understood a lot of the reasons that I felt why I did. So as I said, I had my first boyfriend in second year, and before then, the only times that I slept with people had been not necessarily just like one night stands, or like it hadn't been that meaningful, and I would always leave with this awful feeling in my belly, and I felt so guilty and I felt so dirty, and I thought I can completely relate with how you're feeling about that. And now I'm in the same position as Els, where if I do it, I don't like to live with regret. I did it because it's what I wanted to do at that time, and that is so fine. That is so fine. Why should you be bearing the guilt for an act that is done by two people as well? You both decided to partake in that. There's no guilt that should be felt, or embarrassment that should be felt with having sex. But now, personally, I'm in the same boat as you, Elle, where I personally don't really want to have them, just because they don't make me feel that great now, and I know that, and as you said, I'm not going to lie, bottom line is the sex is probably going to be shit with someone you don't know. Yeah,
I'm one of these people that can have like friends with benefit situations, so I'm quite lucky in that sense. Women have needs, and we also need to have sex sometimes. Ring, talk to.
I feel like getting to that point though is really, you have a bit of a shift when you realise that you're at that point, because I thought I could have friends with benefits situations that I then would get emotions on, but then when you sort of understand and you realise that sex, I always say, I've said it from day dot, sex and making love are completely different acts.
Oh my god.
Completely different things. And when you find someone you can have sex with, that's great.
And that's
you know what I mean?
no, and I completely agree. It's actually acted, but there's still so much that I'm looking forward to. As in, like, someone said on the group chat about like having a kiss on your forehead. And, oh my god, like I cannot remember the last time that happened to me. Like a kiss on my forehead. Like, can you believe it?
Literally.
How do you basically introduce sex toys into a relationship?
I personally, this is going to be cool because we've had really different experiences with this. I haven't actually used them, but it's something that I'm intrigued to use, and it's just because it's never really come up in my sex life. I don't own any myself, but now I'm like, oh shit, I should get some. So I don't really know. I'm in the same boat. So shed some light on this.
Because I'm quite adventurous, I think I tend to go to people that are quite adventurous. I think bring it up when you're in the moment. Anything goes when people are horny, in the sense that like I feel like you can say anything, and then if it well, not anything, like if you were like in the moment and you brought it up, if they said no, you would just move on to something else. So that's personally.
They say no, just kiss them on the neck.
Yeah, and just be like, okay, jokes, haha. But one of our friends in our group chat did actually mention a website. I'll put in the description because I don't know what it's called. Where essentially you and your other half fill out a form of things that you would and wouldn't do, and then you send it to each other, and you both have a look through it and kind of see where it only tells you your compatibility, like where you're the same. So there's no awkwardness, and there's also an app as well that I know some of my friends have used. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Lots of people are scared to try something new, but then I think a lot of people want to try new stuff as well, so good luck, girl.
It depends on the situation that you've been in as well, or like situation that you're in with that person. If you're in a relationship with that person, do you know what I mean? As Elle said, just if you're comfortable enough with them, just sign it into a conversation, because it doesn't have to be an uncomfortable thing.
Absolutely not.
It doesn't have to be an embarrassing thing. In fact, that person will probably find it really attractive that you've mentioned that.
Yeah, I think they would.
But if it's on a one-night stand, do you know what I mean? You're probably going to be drunk anyway. And as I said, I personally find confidence really sexy.
I think unless you're asking to like be rough with someone, like, because a lot of boys feel really uncomfortable kind of like, you know, being more aggressive or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're actually just wanting to incorporate something that's kind of playful, I don't think people usually have an issue. I don't know, everyone's got different tastes at the end of the day.
Just say it as well, because also that person is probably going to love that you've mentioned that. And if they're not on that vibe, then as Elle said, just shrug it off.
Yes, you can absolutely do that. And they basically said, how do you not lose yourself in a relationship? And I'm like, let me think. Oh, I always have.
Massive thing which so many people can relate to, and I know that at the start of my relationship I did, because my friends actually came to me and were like, Ollie, we haven't seen you, we don't know what's going on, but it was my first relationship, so I think to an extent, let yourself indulge in that, do you know what I mean? Being with someone for the first few months is so exciting, and you don't want anyone to sort of ruin that. After my friends had that talking with me, I really was like, oh shit, hang on, I'm really grateful that they did actually now, because it
that's so
made me realise-
nice that you're like, you are grateful, because a lot of people get angry.
No, I think at the time I was, but now I'm looking back, and through the relationship, looking back, I was really grateful that they said something, because it wasn't me, and I was very obsessed with this new sort of little clique that me and him had. And when you come away from that and you take a hot second, you realise that this person is great and very much can consume a lot of your life, but you had a life before them.
All my best friends that are in really healthy, long relationships have an incredible way. Like my best friend, she's been with her boyfriend for 7 years. I love him, Connor, if you're watching, you and Ella are watching. I love him, like he's great, but I honestly sometimes forget that she's in a relationship because she's such a girl's girl. And I think actually your friends are so important to kind of, they've always been there, like beforehand, and they really know who you are. And not saying that a boyfriend changes you, but you know, you're in this like cloud nine, always going to be there, they're really important, and I think utilise them as much as possible, have time away from your boyfriend, but also make sure you're not back in my relationship and I'm like, would I have done as much stuff if I was with him? Like, would my social media have grown as much? All of it, and probably not. So just make sure you're investing time in the things that made you happy beforehand.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, my best friend Cynthia is in literally the same boat. She's been with Tommy for like 5 years now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it any other way. Do you know what I mean? But that's because she has always made an effort to, I don't want to say include me in their relationship.
Yeah, but
she's always had massive, I don't know how to describe it, there's always definitely been a difference between, so this is me and Tommy, and then this is me and Ollie, and then there's a time that we do mush, but have your separate time with the people that you find important, and then find a way for that to also work
oh my
together.
god, yeah, it is the best thing when your boyfriend, like my last boyfriend, best friend, loved him so much, he would come round and like hug my housemate and be like, oh, here's my girlfriend, calling me his wife and like my best friend his girlfriend, which borderline some people might find a bit weird, but that was my sense of humour. But
no, I love that.
If I was in a relationship and I argued with him, I wouldn't want them to hate him. That would really annoy me. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh my god, I feel like that's a really important point actually, that maybe we should like talk about your friends not liking your ex.
Yeah.
Your friends not getting on with your partner. That is like, personally from my experience, my best friends weren't the biggest fan of my ex. But
sorry, you're back.
Yeah, my friends weren't the biggest fan of my ex, but now I know why. Now I can see that we were 100% not compatible for each other, and they were actually doing me a favour. However, I found it really sort of tough, and I tried to mush them as much. I did have that time, and I would always state to my partner, you know, my friends are still very important to me, and vice versa.
I know, I actually completely agree with all of that. I don't know what I would do if my friends didn't like my relationship. I think it would be a massive thing for me. I don't know if I could be with someone.
Yeah, it was just separate time with like my ex and my friends, but I was still like, I love them. But
yeah, that is hard. You've been so good, Ollie.
Oh my god, I've had the nicest time chatting. I'm not gonna lie, this has gone straight to me bloody head, and it's a 4% it's done to me.
Honestly, I literally had one gin the other day and I was like, oh my god, I'm on cloud 9.
Peace, Larry.
I wish, like, hopefully when lockdown's over, we can be doing collabs in person. That'd be much more I don't know, just so much better. Really bounce off each other. I feel like you can't see how I'm responding to you, and I'm like, I'm really like, I'm staring at you really intensely, like, wow, that's such good thought.
Behind the camera looks so nice right now. I've just been eyeing up this cushion.
When I edit this, it's going to be the first time seeing Ollie's expressions, and then when I post it, it's going to be Ollie's first time seeing my reaction. I don't even know
how well we get on.
I'm really hoping you can completely see Ollie, but I think, you know, I think you should be able to see her. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all the rest of it. If you want to see another one, let me know. If you want to see another one with Ollie, let me know, because I'm sure that I would do another round of the similar questions with her. Her Instagram will be in the bio. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Like, I've been doing lots of vlogs recently, but let me know if you enjoy this kind of vibe, because I'm planning on doing these every single week with a different empowering female I know and love, and yeah, talking about different subjects.
Oh my god, absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
Should we kiss the camera at the same time? Ready?
Oh my god, shall we?
Ready, 2, 1.
What, actual kiss?
Hi. Kiss this time.
I honestly don't know what you mean.
Just say goodbye. Right, bye guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh my god.